like makeup a lot. You know that, I know that, we both know that, we share that. But I also like a lot of things that aren't quite makeup. So here are my non-beauty favorites. First, we're gonna start with some boots. I don't know where you live. I don't know where you are, unless I do know and we're friends and we live in the same place. Otherwise, I probably don't know where you live. And I don't know what winter's like for you, but right now for me, it feels like minus 34 degrees Celsius outside. So that's cool. That's a lot of fun. And such sub-zero temperatures lead me to my first non-beauty favorite, which is this. I don't know if you even recognize these if you're not from a cold place like the lovely Canada, but these are my sorels. And you're probably looking at them and thinking, hey Dejana, those look like boots made for men. And that they do, because I bought the heftiest sorels that they possibly make. These are women's boots, but they are the sturdiest, largest, heftiest sorels that you will ever find. I bought them, one, because Canada, and two, because I have really poor circulation in my feet, I think. They get really cold really fast. Like, it could be plus 2 degrees Celsius outside and my toes will start to freeze if I'm wearing really thin shoes. And they just have poor circulation. It's the way it's always been. So I always have to really layer up on socks. And that is why I got these boots, because I feel nothing in them. Nothing but pure joy and bliss and grip in the icy, snowy winter wonderland that is my life. I can't remember how much these are because I bought these boots 5 years ago? I bought these boots 5 years ago. Yep. Every winter they come out to play, and every winter I'm reminded why I love them so much. Are they heavy to walk in? Absolutely. But they're also my favorite winter item. I don't know how to do winter without them. I just can't. I love them. I love them. They love me back. I don't see myself buying another pair of winter boots for the next ever. So there's that. I'm a big tea drinker. Like, I love me some tea. And I'm always trying to find the next best tea because there's just so much out there. And my absolute favorite tea to date, hands down, is this Yogi Egyptian licorice and mint tea. Holy bejesus, I love this tea so much. It's an herbal tea, but it tastes like heaven. It tastes like heaven. I don't even like licorice that much, and by that much I mean at all. But this, it doesn't taste like, it tastes like licorice but in the best way, and the mint is so good in it. How do I use your words? So the mint in this tea, I got it. You know when you chew really minty gum and like there's a minty aftertaste in the back of your throat when you first start chewing it? It kind of like hits you right back here. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like this with this tea. You take a sip of it and you're like, oh, that tastes good. And then there's an aftertaste that's a wash of mint in the back of your mouth. I don't know how to describe it any better than that, but anyone who's tried it knows that. And if you haven't tried it and you like tea, I highly recommend that you try this one because it is my all-time favorite tea. This is my third box in a row, and I keep it like trying to like weed myself off of it by trying like other teas. Like I've been like, okay, that's enough of this tea, like have some of your other tea, you have a lot of it, but I just keep wanting this again because it's sweet but like not too sweet, and it's licoricey but not too licoricey, and minty but in an interesting way, and I don't know what makes it Egyptian, but I love it. I am also an avid water drinker. I drink a lot of water a day. I made it like a habit the summer that just passed, and I've actually stuck to it. Like, I drink water like a fish. Like a fish drinks water. And I like drinking water out of nice water bottles because if I'm gonna be drinking water all the time, why not have a nice fancy water bottle to be drinking it out of? Insert this guy. This is my water bottle. It is from Starbucks. It looks like it's a coffee mug, but it is a water bottle. It's meant for cold beverages. It is 20 ounces, I believe. Yeah, 20 ounces. So about 2.5 cups. And it's my baby. I drink from it all the time. Also, fun fact about this water bottle. I can fill this up with water and drop a couple like ice cubes in it, leave it somewhere, come back to it 2 hours later, maybe 3 hours later, the ice is still in it. Like it's a magic bottle filled with magic and sorcery, and it keeps things cold for forever. I've gone to sleep with ice in my water bottle before, and if there's a lot of ice in it, I will wake up and it's still there. During the summer, I could put this in my car with icy water in it and come back to the car afterwards later. Still ice inside. I can't even. I don't know. It's good. It's good. I don't really think you can buy this anymore because I bought it during the summer and summer has long since passed. But it's good, y'all. It's good. So that's definitely a favorite. And look how sleek it is, you know? Like, I don't know, it looks fancy. It makes me feel fancy when I drink water out of it. I don't know. My next favorite is a hair favorite, and it's scrunchies. It's scrunchies, I don't know. I saw my friend wearing one of these in her hair, and I was like, ooh, where'd you get that scrunchie? I need that scrunchie in my life. And she told me it was from American Apparel. I promptly went to American Apparel right after work and bought quite a few. And I love them. This one's my favorite. It's kind of like a satin, like nudish colored one, and it's just so good for when you're lazy. Like, I'll just take my hair back and I'm not gonna do it right now, you don't need a visual, but I'll just take my hair back, put it in a bun, and then stick this on top of the bun, and suddenly I look fancy. And I'm all about looking fancy. So really love scrunchies, and they have a fair amount of colors, and they're just so reminiscent of like the 80s. You know, that time when I wasn't born yet, but it's what I would imagine the 80s were like. Lots of these, and I'm digging it. Another non-beauty favorite of my life are these earrings. They are just big silver hoop earrings from H&M. They cost like $3, maybe $4. And sometimes when I put on my makeup and I curl my hair and I'm feeling really cute, I put on my diva hoops. I just like it. I just really like them. I feel special when I wear them. I feel like I'm finished. Like I'm done getting dressed. Like I'm ready if I have diva hoops on. I do frequently worry about them being pulled out of my ears because I just had that fear within me, but for the most part I'm willing to deal with it because I feel fly when I wear them. This whole video is just turning into me feeling good. I'm just like, I feel good about this. I feel fly when I wear this. I just like feeling good. Who doesn't like feeling good, right? Am I right? I'm right. I know I'm right. You don't need to tell me I'm right. I just know. Another non-beauty favorite is an app. Okay, so Christmas time happened, right? And I ate lots of things, right? Right. So because of that, I'm trying to like get myself back into like healthy mode because I ate pretty healthy before. And to do that, I've re-downloaded an app that I used to have quite a while ago when I was trying to lose weight. And then I kind of deleted it when I was done with it, but now I brought it back. And it is MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is just like the best app for watching your weight and being held accountable for what you're eating. It tracks calories, but within that you can look at your carb intake, your sugar intake, like everything that you're using, and it breaks it down into categories. Also, the thing that I love about MyFitnessPal is when you're eating something, because you track what you're eating and you track your exercising and all that, when you're eating something, you can literally just pick up the packaging, scan the barcode, and it brings up all the information for you. You don't even have to search anything with your own like fingertips and typingness. What? I don't know. You don't have to type anything in is what I'm saying. You can just hit that barcode and then it's all over. Game over. It did it for you. And it's lovely. And I love it. I feel like I'm talking like a crazy person in this video. Like I feel like I'm just really hyper. I've just like had too much coffee and now I just like really want to talk to you. So I'm glad you're there to listen. And by there to listen I mean glad I'm staring at a camera. But eventually the camera will be you listening. So we're in this together. Oh, I need to take some deep breaths. Sometimes when I'm filming, I feel like I can't breathe. Like I feel like I stop breathing and I just keep talking and then I forget that like breathing is a thing that you need to do to live. What's happening now? Back to my Fitness Pal. So my Fitness Pal, great app. It's just great for holding me accountable, because sometimes I'll feel like I'm eating really healthy and then I'll actually think back and realize that I've snacked like 10 times on like chips, and I'm like, oh, guess it wasn't that healthy after all. So it makes sure that I'm doing what I need to be doing. The last of my non-beauty favorites are two things that I cannot physically show you, but you will imagine them and view them with your eyes and ears. The first is American Horror Story Coven. Girl, please, if you haven't seen this show, you need to pause this video right now and go watch. Just pause. I'll wait for you. I'll be here when you get back. Did you watch it? I'm ashamed if you didn't. It is so good. It is so good. I've always loved American Horror Story. I've loved it since the first season. I've loved it since it was in the house. I've loved it since it was in Asylum. But this Coven season is just killing it. It's just killing it. It's doing so good. The witches and the hunters and the relationships and the drama and the teen angst mixed with all of that, it's just too much for me to handle. You really need to watch the show. It is not for children. I wouldn't say go watch it if you're under 12. If you're 12 and under. That's probably even, I don't know. Watch it if you're allowed to watch it, and if not, sneak it. Sneak it, because it's really good. It's so good. I don't have words. And the best thing about American Horror Story, and I've loved it since it's been on the air, is you can start a season without having watched the previous season. Like, the seasons are not connected at all. So you can just start this season, Coven, without having watched Asylum. Oh, I just love it. My last non-beauty favorite is a band, and it is Alt J. Alt J is dope.com. I downloaded a CD of theirs, I think 2 years ago. It's called, what is it called? Oh, it's called An Awesome Wave. It's called An Awesome Wave, and I downloaded it like a year or two ago, and then, you know, you just kind of like go on this like crazy thing of just like, I'm just gonna get all the music, and then you just forget about the music that you've just spent time getting. I kind of forgot about it, forgot that it was there, and it came on shuffle in my iTunes, and I started listening to it again, and I was like, oh hot damn, this is good. It's just, the lead singer's voice is like twangy but amazing and alternative, and the beats on the songs are just unreal. And that album, An Awesome Wave, I can play from start to finish without skipping anything ever. Like, I'll just listen to it, and I love it the whole way through. It is really good. Every song is a winner. My favorite songs on there are probably Taro, Fitzpleasure. The beat on Fitzpleasure, like, it starts and then like the beat drops and you're like, shit, that's my jam. And that's how I feel about Fitzpleasure. There's also a song called Matilda, which is beautiful. Just take a listen. If you're kind of into like alternative-ish music, alternative-ish, indie-ish music, I feel like you'll like them. They're just such a good band, and I just can't even with them. So that's it for my non-beauty favorites. See, I like things that aren't makeup. Look, none of those things go on my face. None of them. Well, I guess the water goes into my mouth, which is kind of like on my face, but not really. Not really at all. So I'm growing as a person. I'm really proud of myself. Are you proud of me? I hope you're proud of me. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you like this video, or if you like any of my videos, or if you kind of like me. That'd be nice too. Like this video if you liked it. Check out my blog, which is waitalittle.com, because I love making YouTube videos, but I love blogging just as much, and that's a really good time. You know, you can find me on Instagram at waitalittle. You can find me on Twitter by the same name, waitalittle, and, you know, just follow me in all the places. You know, hang out with me. Let's spend some time together, you and me. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.